Well, thank you very much, Mr Speaker. On Tuesday night, the Treasurer spoke for 30 minutes about our country's future. Australians listened intently in the hope that the promised cost of living relief would be delivered. It wasn't, and millions of Australians have every right to be disappointed with this government. Yeah. Now, I've had around 2 decades' experience in this parliament, and I've seen a lot of budgets. Sometimes the most important thing about a budget speech is not what the Treasurer says, it's what he doesn't say and tries to keep hidden in the budget papers. So here are 5 things the Treasurer failed to mention which are important to all Australians. 10 million Australians who earn under $126,000 will face a tax hike, and around 175,000 more Australians will be unemployed over the next 4 years. Secondly, millions of middle Australians, the backbone of our country, are worse off. The government is spending an additional $185 billion, yet middle-income Australians won't receive 1 cent. Amidst a housing and rental crisis, our migration numbers will increase massively by 1.5 million people over just 5 years, the highest number in our country's history, and more than the population of Adelaide. Without addressing housing supply and infrastructure, where will these people live? Fourthly, your power bills are still going up by more than $500. Finally, as a result of the government's policies, inflation will only stay higher for longer, continuing to grind down real incomes of households. Just as Labor withholds the truth, it also breaks its promises. In fact, in the last 12 months, this government's broken 12 promises to the Australian people. Above all, it promised Australians would be better off. The Prime Minister himself promised cheaper mortgages. He promised no changes to your super. The Prime Minister promised that your taxes wouldn't increase, but that your real wages would. The government also promised a nurse in aged care homes 24/7, and it promised a $275 cut to your power bill on 97 occasions. Now, Labor will say anything to get into power, and once in government, they just don't follow through. Tonight, the Coalition remains focused on strengthening the economy, making sure that our hard-working middle-class Australians can get ahead and do not become Labor's working poor, and keeping Australia safe and secure.